Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is pushing for increased investment in the development of fintech payment platforms to accelerate financial inclusion across the continent. He's also urging stakeholders to embrace the tech evolution, such as the advancement of AI and cryptocurrency. My colleague Winston Taki joins me from the Accra International Conference Center, where Day 2 of the 3i Africa Summit is underway. What more has the Vice President been saying, Winston?
Hello, Darrow. Can you hear me? Wonderful. Darrow, this is Day 2 of the 3i Africa Summit. Earlier this morning, we have the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Mahmoud Bawumia, speaking about key issues in the fintech space. According to him, Africa has done a lot, especially in the financial technology space. And he made mention of Ghana's achievement, especially in the interoperability sector, and how mobile money and penetration has been the key focus in this year's conversation. I'm privileged. All right, Darrell, the interesting aspect has to do with how mobile money has become a key focus, especially increasing financial inclusion across Ghana. I'm privileged to have here with me Sadib Nazil, who is brain behind a lot of the fintech development in Ghana. Good morning. Good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you. Good to be here. Thank you very much.
Great. Now, during the Vice President conversation, he raised a key concern, that is regulation, over-regulation being one of the key challenges that is hindering innovation. What do you make of that statement?
I think it's a very valid point. Of course, we do have to find a balance between regulation and innovation. We have to make sure that things happen in an orderly manner, but at the same time, we do have to foster an environment where innovation can really happen. The governor also spoke yesterday about preventing chaos, and that's very true. But again, for me, the issue is finding that balance between innovation and regulation so that we can address the challenges that Africa and this country face.
He made mention that there have been development in Rwanda and Kenya who are kind of leading the case, especially in fintech development. What is lacking behind, especially in Ghana, in terms of payment platform and all?
I think Ghana has also done some amazing things in the last couple of years. You know, the fintech department at the Bank of Ghana has done an amazing job regulating fintechs, regulating mobile money. And in fact, in many ways, that is a shining example within Africa of how innovation can be regulated. But I think rather than compare to other countries, I would prefer for us to look at the challenge ahead. That in my opinion, we are barely 1% of the way of where we should be in terms of creating an environment of reaching out to help bring local solutions. So I think these are just early days, and we really have to think about now moving to the next level with regulation and with innovation. You know, we've done mobile money. We now need to look at what is ahead of us and how we're going to ensure that these wins that we have achieved over the last 10 years are properly, watered to create 10 times, 100 times the growth in not only opportunities for fintechs, but in solving problems that everyday people face in their lives.
Now, in terms of building the necessary or needed infrastructure, would you say, based on the conversation that is ongoing here at the 3i Africa Summit, the kind of deals, the funding and financing gap that needs to be bridged, what are you looking forward to?
Again, it's early days. Yes, there's a lot of interest. Let's see what happens. It is challenging. The big issue that we're all facing is, of course, currency risk across many countries, not only Ghana, because investors are investing, whether locally or internationally, in dollars, and they have to look at what is their return in 4 or 5 years, But there's also the impact on lives. So it's early days, it's exciting. We need a lot more of these forums to bring investors and fintechs together so that everybody understands what each other is looking for. I think it will be a great follow-up. There's a lot of work to do. And it's a great start, in my opinion.
Thank you very much, Sadib Nazil. We'll be speaking definitely in the course of the conference. So we are still reporting live here at the Accra International Conference Center for the day 2 of the 3i Africa Summit, where engagement has been. The plenary session has begun, where conversation is still ongoing based on the financing and also connection and building a very formidable fintech in Africa. Winston Taki reporting for Joy Business from the Accra International Conference Center.